How you doing? So we're here with Adil this morning at CBS in Cambridge, Hornsey, and he's going to show us around and see what sort of projects you've got going on at the moment.
Cool.
This way.
So start with the Ferrari 488. So this is actually going to be a new company that we're launching. So it's not quite ready yet.
Okay.
So this is part of a raffle company. So we're going to be launching a raffle company. So the company is going to be called Ultimate Wins, and it will be launching this. Will be one of the launch cars. Same with the Audi R8.
Okay.
So that's coming in the next couple of months or so. We're just in the planning stages at the moment, and we're launching a raffle company very soon.
So let me get this straight. So you basically, the raffle company, you literally just you pay for a ticket, and then you'd have something quite snazzy to give away.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. And people think that it's fake or anything, and I actually won a car on one of those things.
I do remember, and it was the GTR.
GTR. Yeah.
Gorgeous
So
as well.
It does. You
does
can
work.
You can work and you can win.
I was skeptical, but when you told me that,
sold the GTR, then I bought the M5. So so it's a Rosso Corsa Ferrari coloured individual spec F90 M5.
have you done anything to it?
Yeah, so we've done sound in it via the Cambridge Audio brand, then the Boston wheels, detailing, paint protection film. We've also done carbon fibre PPF on the interior. So the original person that spec'd the vehicle, they had gloss black, piano black in the interior. We've done a carbon fibre PPF on the inside to change it all.
Okay.
And then also done custom steering wheel as well, but brought the red from there into there. So let's go piece. So between the two brands of Cambridge Audio and CBS, literally full customization. So that's the carbon PPF on the inside.
So when you say carbon PPF,
Yep.
so is it a wrap?
No, so same as paint protection film. So like on the Range Rover, you got paint protection film.
Yep.
Which is thicker than a wrap. And you can do satin PPF, which is on the Range Rover.
Yep.
Clear PPF, which is on the front end of this BMW, so you no change.
Yep.
And then you've got carbon PPF, so you do it on like Lamborghini Urises, where you can't spec a factory carbon bonnet. You can do it in carbon PPF. It protects the paintwork underneath, and it gives you that depth, because a wrap vinyl won't give you that same depth.
Exactly.
So yeah, and then custom steering wheel as well, but all the interior bits. We left some bits as gloss black. Then I've got this is a fully custom wheel, so gloss black on the middle trim, carbon top and bottom, red center stripe, red stitching Alcantara to match the factory Alcantara.
And you do all of this on site?
This is everything is done here. Yeah. So and obviously it's got full sound system in it as well. We've done window tints on it, all the carbon body kit as well, so CT carbon kit on this car. Yeah.
Nice.
All sorts of different bits and pieces. So then you've got the Range Rover, which is, these two are basically our main demo cars, just to show off what we do. And then, so this has got also Boston wheels. These are a 24-inch.
Can't say they're huge.
They are huge. They're a Boston HF2
Do you know
wheel.
what? I didn't know they were Boston's.
Yeah. So they're a big old wheel, but this has had exterior-wise satin PPF done, just to give it a slightly different look. And then this has got a £100,000 sound system in the vehicle.
That's nice. That's with the raising.
Yeah, with the raising floor. So
I'm going to say this. You heard that right.
100 grand worth of. I love the number plate. Yep. A lot of self-employed people would love that number plate as well. Wow, look at that. It's actually so what's it doing now? Because it looks like something. Is that just?
Yeah, it's just in demo mode.
Right. Okay.
So when the car's off, it's powered in demo mode by a very small little motorcycle battery.
Right.
So the whole lighting system. So there's no draw on the vehicle's battery. So it can stay open like this, and there'll be no draw on the vehicle. And then when you start it up, it flicks over via a relay system to the normal factory battery.
And what you got inside here? These 8s?
So these are two 10-inch subs
10-inch.
On the side. But the whole purpose of the whole car is that when you're going away for a weekend, when you want to use the boot area, you've got access to everything. So yeah, it's all completely hidden. And then we've done a full Alcantara conversion. So all of this is all retrimmed, and then very subtly Cambridge Audio emblem into there as well.
Yep.
Then yeah, front and rear dash cam, security, loads of different bits and pieces. But the nice thing is when you want to show it, you can do.
Nice.
Yeah.
What sort of weight would you say this adds to the vehicle? I know it's the range, and you know it can pull like a train.
It can. I mean, in terms of weight, this is a big system. This is 100 grand worth of system. So, in terms of weight on this car, you're carrying in and around 2 people, 3 people.
Right. Yeah.
2 people.
You can probably feel that when you're.
You will be able to feel it on this kind of level, but with this type of car, you don't notice it
Of course.
such. And also, it's actually in some ways handling wise a little bit better on a lot of cars because you've got all the weight at the front with an engine.
Yep, and you balance it out.
Now you're
the
balancing
back.
it out a little bit with the back. But there's lots of different systems we do. So if people are conscious of weight, so in performance car market, we don't have room to fit all this anyway. So we do low profile, we do smaller stuff that still sound incredible, but doesn't take up the room. And also, this doesn't take up the room, but it keeps weight down.
Of course.
So yeah, we've got a couple of cars over here that are fully stripped down. We do a mixture of all sorts. Like the Corvette, for example, that's just been in for a conversion to UK spec for MOT purposes.
Okay.
So things like that. This one will be raffled when that company launches, and then this is sound deadening. So this is a returning client of ours. Which will basically have, so he has in essence the same thing on every single car. So full sound deadening, dash cams, window tints, security. But this is the level that we go to when we're stripping the car down.
Full, that's full interior.
Yeah. Dash has still got to come out next week.
Oh, really?
Just for the fun of it.
Why not?
Why not? But yeah, when we're sound deadening and stuff, so this basically reduces road noise and builds a better acoustic environment for any system to work.
Would you use Dynamat?
No, Skins as a product. Very similar.
Right.
It's just a slightly better product for what we use it for. But all the factory locations for everything are still accessible. So when someone looks at it or needs to service the vehicle or go into anything in the car, everything is still accessible. But part of sound deadening is also not just the material, but to tighten every single screw in the vehicle that we come across. So any panel that we go through will basically tighten and then mark. So there'll be a little one by the time we're finished. There'll be a little mark to say that's been tightened.
And you can see so much, like back in the day when we used to do sound systems. You pop up, there's no sensors, there's nothing behind there.
No, there's a lot behind there.
Listen, I know it's a Japanese car, isn't it? And there's so much.
Yeah, but the thing about our site is the fact that like this entire car, you think about how many parts are off this car. There is not one thing left on the floor.
No,
everything is on custom shelving that we've got. So we've got custom shelving for each bay, and then we've got overflow shelving when we're stripping a car to this level. We're normally stripping a car, these 3 bays that we have here. So in a normal day, there's 3 cars that get worked on. The 3 cars that are here will be, at any time, they'll be stripped to this kind of level.
Standard wiring loom in this?
This is factory wiring loom, so he's not actually having a sound system done. He's just having sound deadening done. That's as it comes from factory, whereas this one next to it, that one's having a full sound system. But we retain all factory wiring. We run cables. So like here, for example, cables are run down, there's having a dash cam fitted, run alongside factory wiring, tagged along through factory grommets and then through. So that's run all along there. So you don't see any of our cables when we're finished. The reason is because a manufacturer, as a company, right, they're gonna make money, so they don't do anything. If they put a screw or a bolt or a cable in a certain position, they've done it because it needs to be there and not for fun. So we follow it because we see it all the time when we strip installs down. If that cable, for example, had run down here through here, it took the shortest, laziest route, for example. That will probably cause an issue with that vehicle at some point because there is a reason why that goes like that. And they have this little plastic thing. There's a reason they've spent however many pennies to put that there, so you follow it. And that's with all our wiring. So whether we're doing full sound system, whatever, the small or big, it runs alongside manufacturer equipment. If it takes longer, it takes longer. It doesn't matter. The job gets done correctly. And that's so that's sound deadening and multiple other bits and pieces, but we're also going to be doing satin PPF on this as well, to save us the range basically, give a satin finish to the grey. That's that one.
And this one looks like it's actually
This
got,
is full sound system on this one. So this is having 2 amplifiers replacing the Meridian system. You'll see the white little adapters on the doors. Yeah. So they're a 3D printed adapter. So it means that everything can be reversed. This whole system will be able to go back to stock. And no one will know basically that we've been there. Once by the time we've finished, you can return it back to stock without any issues.
Will it be exposed?
So the factory floor sits on top of here. So the factory floor will hide all of this equipment. And the only thing you've lost is a bit of foam that was underneath there.
What will that do for the sound? That's not ported into the cabin, is it?
No. I mean, it's a balance. Yes, ideally you have the sub on display in the boot, but this is a balance. So according to the rule book of sound, yes, it is theoretically incorrect. However, our clients are human beings. They use their boot sometimes.
That's the thing.
They don't want to fill their whole boot with equipment. They want to have an OEM look. So this whole system you won't see by the time we finish. They want a factory look, and it takes more work to get them sounding correct and nice with it like this.
Yeah.
However, it's a balance. So you've got to understand what a client wants. Mm-hmm. And majority of our clients come to us because we don't just say, you have to have it on your boot floor. Yeah. We're happy to do the work to get it down underneath somewhere. But also sound-wise, in this car will be stupidly better than, say, Meridian or anything like that.
Right.
What happens when you fit all the systems? Do you have to put a big alternator on? Or?
Nope. So factory alternator, factory battery. So this level of system won't have any change with the electrical system in terms of that'll be the factory battery that'll run it. Even on the Range Rover, for example, so that's got 6 big amplifiers in there. So that's about £100,000 system in that car. That system is running the factory alternator, and it's running just an upgraded factory battery. So one battery in the car, which is just an upgraded one from factory, and that's it. Whereas this level of system will run happily off this all day long and no issues. The systems only run when the vehicle is on, so there's no draw or anything like that when it's working. But again, all the wiring is going to see the little slots behind the amplifiers. The cables will exit through there and then run alongside factory wiring all the way through to all the speakers and everything like that. So it's a lot of work to get a car. I mean, this level of system is about a £9,000 system, fitted, supplied, and everything. And with that, I book in my diary about 14-15 working days for one guy to be able to do. It's a lot. It's a lot of, well, yes and no. You get people that do it faster, but if you do a job, you do it once, do it properly. So like when we're removing a part from a car, so like door card, for example, so on the shelving, you'll find that there's a pot with each bit labeled, but also if there's a position where we can put a screw back into that position, we put it back. If not, it gets taped onto the part. So it's ready so that when we put it back together, there's not the big bunch of screws left over.
Knowing where all the fastens are as well.
Yeah. So, and a lot of these cars
easily break something.
Yeah, and it happens. They are plastic
as
clips.
You can see, we've got we've got a show on today, so it's not just us. Adil will be speaking to. There are people that are interested in sound as well, which is all good.
And this one is a full custom interior being done, so we're doing a tan interior conversion on it, and full sound system as
It
well.
looks so tiny compared to looking into there. Like I'm thinking, like where do they sit? Like what's going on? Like
well,
we're
going to be putting tan bench seats in here.
Oh,
so
nice.
This is a newer model. It's 2014 model. So it has the fold down seats that face forward.
Right.
But he doesn't carry any passengers in the back.
Right.
So anyway, as a cosmetic look, we're doing a teak floor.
Nice.
Teak floor, custom box with the tan interior, tan Recaro seats, and then tan side panels with the seats as bench seats on the side, and then black Alcantara headlining throughout the rest. So
Nice.
Yeah. And then obviously we've got the event on today, so there's all sorts going on. Then this is the rest. This is kind of the second side of the unit. It's got a big collection of different stuff in, which is nice.
Nice. So you got the heater on as well. I can feel that. Nice.
No, that's not the heater's not on. No,
that's really?
That's just
it's the car
that's just the
heat.
car heat.
Yeah, good.
That's just the car heat. So I haven't opened the door yet. So
you know.
we'll leave it. leave it as it is
Is
at
this
the
new,
moment.
this floor?
No, this is original. This is the same as it was. So on Monday we're about to have a 2-poster ramp installed.
Right.
Because we've started via the CBS Automotive brand doing things like dry ice blasting and
Nice.
things like that for
Okay.
kind of classic and restoration work that we're doing. So that's being installed on Monday when everything goes back to normal positions.
Yeah, no.
But each bay, so in a normal working day, there's 5 bays that work along there. You got 5 meters per bay that side. You got 4.5 meters per bay
And
this
that's to
side.
guarantee you get your space, the doors open, everything.
Yep. So every car can sit with doors open and everything, so there's no chance of dinks and dents and stuff like that. So it's again just taking care of clients' cars. It's basics, but it's also takes up space. So you need the space to be able to do work to a certain level. So when you're cramped into a certain little building, little garage, you can't.
No, of course.
You can't do it. It's
especially tools everywhere and everything.
yeah.
Like
So
that.
we've got a trimming area and everything upstairs, 3D printers and all sorts. So yeah, good mix of all sorts really.
Nice. So at some stage we will be doing, as the weather draws in with Adil himself in his lovely showroom, a little podcast. So please hit us up again. Hopefully we'll be going live, and then you lot can add some questions. Again, we'll be showing you again some other vehicles we'll have there in the evening. Walk around them, have a laugh, we'll have a good chat with a couple of people we'll be inviting as well. So thanks again, Adil, for your time.
No problem at all.
See you all soon.
See you soon.
Nice one for that.
MySpec is an app for vehicle customizers and enthusiasts to showcase, view vehicles and chat. Find the best events from all over the globe and win great prizes. Download it today from the app stores. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe and share.